Hello, chat. Are you ready? I am here. Let's make things visible. Here I am. And as funny, as soon as I've just turned on, we have a guest who apparently wants to steal the show. So, welcome, the idiot, the other idiot, the other idiot. Which one is the idiot and which one is the other idiot? I don't know. One of us is one of us, and the other is the idiot. I'll let you decide. So, welcome to today's stream. It's been a minute since I've done a Friday night stream. For me, it's a Friday night stream. Hopefully, well, it's Friday in most places of the world. I'm assuming it's Friday for you. It's maybe just a different time for Friday. Maybe this is a getting ready for work stream for you. I don't know. That's why I stream multiple times of the day. Not like today, but just in general. So today is my Friday stream. The one that I've hit or miss in terms of which ones I actually go ahead with doing. But I also have my Monday streams, which I've been trying to do as a Mass Effect Monday. It's mostly just been yapping. So apparently it's a yapping day for Monday. But I mean, it'll probably be a yapping day here too. Just depends on how I feel. Because it is the end of my work week. I am thoroughly exhausted. And this is my first, proper weekend in about 2 weeks. So I was going to say making the most of it. I'm not making the most of it. I probably won't even leave the house. Not if I don't have to. Because I don't want to. You can't make me. The only thing that can make me is an empty fridge. And even then, that's kind of pushing it. I can survive without food for a bit. But anyway, it's my Friday. It is Friday the 13th here. I just realized that. I probably should have put more thought into my stream for being Friday 13th. I kind of have. I'm planning to play Iron Lung, which is kind of a horror game. So that kind of works. Kind of doing a horror game on Friday the 13th. What a lucky coincidence. I totally planned that. Totally planned that to tie into that. There is also Valentine's Day this weekend. That I did not plan for. I forgot to get a date again. That's 3 years running. How unfortunate. But for those celebrating it, I hope you have a good time. For those not celebrating it, I also hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you're doing. I will, as said, probably be doing fuck all at home. Because that seems like a fun thing to do. I've been playing a lot of Cult of the Lamb in my downtime, and do I have other things I should be doing in my downtime? Yes. Mostly to do with the work for this stuff. But we have... I will make progress, and again, it's a work in progress, which gives me time. Hello, King! Lurking from bed, you're still sick? Oh, that's no good. That's no good that you're sick. You'll be here in support. Thank you. I appreciate that. That sucks that you're still sick, though. That's very unfortunate. And hopefully you're getting better and as opposed to just kind of staying sick, because that would be a crappy weekend. I'm speaking from experience, whereas someone who has spent many weekends sick, it's not fun when you've got your only official downtime and you're stuck in bed feeling like death warmed up. That's not fun. But I appreciate you joining in today at least, because eventually I will be playing Iron Lung. Yes, that is an underwater game, kind of. It's under a sea of blood, so it's not something I'm great with, but it's Friday the 13th, and I totally planned to play this horror game totally planned. Down with flu and fucking hate it. Yeah, no, I get that. That's it's not fun. As long as you are as long as you're getting better. That's kind of the main thing. Because, it sucks. And I would offer suggestions, but I honestly, my memory is crap, and I don't remember what I did last time I got sick that helped me not be sick. because I dissociate at the smallest of things, and I basically, if I'm sick, I basically just dissociate the entire time, and I do not remember most of what happens when I get sick. It has its pros and cons. Pro is I don't remember anything other than the fact I was sick. But the con of that being I don't know what I did to make myself feel better. So hopefully distraction works, because I can do distractions. I don't have a smoke bomb handy though, so you'll have to make do with me as your distraction. But yes, I'm streaming. I'm trying to be more consistent. It's kind of working. Eventually I'll get to more than 2 streams a week. Maximum paracetamol is ibuprofen, trying to eat and drink as much as I can. That's a good idea. I think that's like one of the big recommendations for that is just making sure that you're giving your body fuel. Because like, I don't know if what the saying is. I think it's like starve a fever, feed a cold, something like that. I honestly don't know if that's accurate. Don't take my word for it. I am not a doctor that I know of. But yes, I do know that it is definitely best to stay hydrated. Whether that be with water or something with electrolytes or even some handy gamer subs. But I do know that staying hydrated, especially, that is like the big one. Stay hydrated, King. I have no idea. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I'm mostly talking out of my ass with regards to that. The only part of what I just said that I know is helpful is stay hydrated. But that's kind of helpful in most aspects of life, because if you don't stay hydrated, you'll kind of just die. I mean that in general, not specifically for your situation, because like keeping fluids in the body is apparently important, and I would recommend it. Because I've definitely had times where I have not had enough water and then woken up the next day feeling like shit. And then I'm just like downing constant streams of water to the point that I am just peeing constantly. It's not great. I don't love spending all of my time in the bathroom. So, yes, but hopefully you are finding ways to either distract yourself or make yourself feel better, because that is like the main thing. But also, most importantly, actually, other than hydrating, resting. As long as you're resting. I just had a brief moment of panic that my mic was muted, but you've been responding to me talking, so I really should have put 2 and 2 together on that one. But yes, but it is my actual work weekend as of 2 hours ago, and I can actually get into the stream. Currently just sweat a lot trying to keep the fluid balanced. Yes, especially if you are sweating a lot, got to keep up those electrolytes. And what's the other one? Sodium, I think that might be in electrolytes. I'm not sure, but yes, keep it balanced, keep yourself alive, ideally. And yeah, because that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But yes, it is now my weekend, and I plan on doing very little other than maybe a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of streaming, i.e. right now, and probably watching other people's streams, because I don't have a date. I got nothing planned for Valentine's Day, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I will do whatever the mood strikes. But that wasn't good English. I apologize for that. I will do what mood. No, okay, I'm just gonna stop talking that sentence because that was just bad. That was bad English. I apologize. But yes, I will be playing lots of games, and I'm just looking to see what games I have currently in my selection. As I mentioned before, I will be playing Iron Lung. I've been spending a lot of time in Cult of the Lamb. I have basically finished it, and now I'm just trying to catch up on achievements, because I'm enjoying it still. Like, even if it's finished. Dad's birthday tomorrow, I plan on going out to eat, but I fear I'm not good to go tomorrow. Yeah, that's a bit tricky because, like, on one hand, yeah, I can kind of see, like, you want to go out and, like, join the family and all that sort of stuff because, you know, that's all well and good. But at the same time, this is one thing that I have experienced a lot of. Don't push yourself too hard. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to my stream. It's a Friday stream. I'm assuming since you said it's a morning stream, it's a Friday morning stream for you. It's a Friday night stream for me. I finished work about 2 hours ago, and here I am. I will be at some point playing some Iron Lung because, well, I saw the movie a while ago. I played it at some point before. I don't know what platform I played it on because I feel like I'm positive that I played this game. But I went to see it on Steam and it was showing as not in there and not any playtime. So I'm a little confused as to where this game has been played. But I'm going to play it again because I only have very, very little memory of that actual game. Friday morning, about to get ready to walk the dog. Fair enough. So hopefully it's like good weather. I know it's still like winter up on the north end, so hopefully it's gotten a little bit. Hopefully the weather is not too shitty. If it's anything like mine, the weather is kind of stabilized a little bit because I have been dealing with some heat waves lately, hence the lack of a lot of other streams that I could have been doing, and today is actually fairly pleasant. So that is quite nice. So hopefully it is fairly pleasant for you guys as well. Cloudy, may rain after 2 p.m. Well, hopefully it'll hold off until you get back from, walking the dog. Because that's not fun when you... I mean, I'm sure the dog loves it. But walking the dog whilst being stuck in the rain is less fun. So I haven't had a dog for a while, but I do remember that being not fun. 9:30 now, so I have time. That's good. Dog hates the rain, bright. Okay, so you're both just gonna have a crappy time if it rains. Then she's a princess. That's fair. Like that is that's as pets should be. My cat likes to think she's a princess as well. I would agree with her, except she has like one brain cell that occasionally bounces around in her head. That bouncing is usually caused by her running into a window when she sees a neighbor cat, which she does every morning. I don't know why she's still surprised by this cat, but every single morning I can know when the neighbor cat has gone for a walk by because it'll just be calm, quiet, then all of a sudden, bam, just this thud of flesh on window. She's not that bright. She thinks she is, but yeah. If she was, she probably wouldn't be running into windows so much. And she may or may not make an appearance. She made a very brief appearance in the stream very shortly after I started, and then she has buggered off somewhere. And I'm not entirely sure where she's buggered off to. Miss Lake has had 2 brain cells. One was Fumi, second was... yeah, that sounds about right. That's usually when she'll start bugging me, is when the feed me brain cell starts activating, because it's probably around this time now, actually. I really should, like, feed her before stream, but then I don't want her to get too used to eating early, because then she'll come to expect it, and then she'll start yelling at me more if I am even remotely late for her morning feed. Black cats be so stupid and cute? Yeah. No, my one's, I'm not actually sure what color, or she's like a browny orangey one, but she's very stereotypical with the whole orange cat brain cell theory. So I would not be surprised if there was some orange cat in her. But yeah, I did actually, before I got, when I actually got my cat from the shelter, there was a very gorgeous little black cat at the shelter as well, and I would have gotten that one too, but it wasn't in my budget, and I often wonder what happened to that cat, because it was a cute cat. This is my current one, just kind of won me over, and I only had the budget for one, so sorry, black cat, I hope you found a good home. Orange and black cats with their silly energy, they have so much silly like just it's one of those things where it's I've probably mentioned it before, but it's like you don't if like because I know I have a cat, if I hear just like random thuds or crashing or scattering in the middle of the night, I'm generally not that concerned unless I hear like glass breaking, because I'll always pretty much just know, oh yeah, she's just being stupid. You see Crow post Jimmy in the bathtub? I did. That was very cute. That was also another good example of the single brain cell on that one, and I'm not sure if the single brain cell was working in that particular video. It was a very cute video though. I really should take more videos of my cat. I have so many photos. I don't have a lot of videos. I really should do more with that, because I mean, it's just she's so hard to predict when she's gonna do something stupid. Pretty common, but it's just one of those ones where I really do need to just have like a 24/7 camera attached in her, like to her, so I can see like what she gets up to when she's not just being audibly an idiot. Recording the late voices per would recommend. Oh, that's cute. I mean, I'm sorry there's like late, but you know, that is, yeah, I should do that. I should do something like that. That sounds like a good idea. But yeah, like that's, I do kind of, I do definitely think that, like, I think it was a smart move for me to buy the cat, because probably, well, you know, I can't guarantee I'd still be here if I didn't have the cat for one reason or another. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that one. Not for free. I'm kidding. No, that's, you know, I've had it for a few years now. And it's one of those ones where it's just like, I would do a lot for that cat, and she's, you know, she keeps me going, if only because I need to make sure that she doesn't, like, just do something stupid. Well, more stupid anyway. An old boy on 18, 19 had peaceful terms. Like, oh, that's nice. 18's a good age still, so that's like, it's good that they got that far. I'm hoping this one does. I don't know where she is. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. That is a wall. She is definitely not over there. But yes, I would like to get another cat. I just need to save up a little bit, because I'm being very like, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I do that a lot. Just FYI, I have the dissociative condition. It is a miracle that I am coherent enough to stream right now. That's kind of why I canceled my last Friday stream. Not my last Monday stream. I was still active on my Monday stream. So my last Friday stream, my brain was just broken. And I was just like, there is no chance that I am coherent enough to stream right now. I was just saying something like, we'll keep out of depression. Yeah, that's kind of what she does. Because I'm just like, I don't really care how, you know, me not being here would affect other people, but I do care how it would affect that one. So, yeah. During the tough times, I do have that to kind of bounce back on. So, yeah, that is, I was gonna say I need to buy her a new toy, but realistically, she plays with like 2 of her toys, and the rest of the time she plays with a paper shopping bag. Because like, it makes a little rustling, and she is all over it. She loves that paper bag. I should get her a new paper bag. That's what I should do. She will enjoy the crap out of that. And that will keep her out of my hair for a little while. So that's good. Cat used to know I was crying and be all lovely. Oh, that's nice. I think my cat thinks she's like that. I've found that she's hit or miss sometimes. Usually if I am feeling a little bit rough around the edges, the most I'll generally get is a headbutt, an aggressive headbutt in the face, which I know is like their way of, you know, getting our attention and affection and all that sort of stuff. But I'm just, Like I'm already feeling bad, and then all of a sudden it's just I'm like, okay, thank you, I appreciate the concern, and then I'll usually find that it's just because she's hungry. So cats, what can you do? To some degrees of success, yeah, definitely. Um, it's one of those ones. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but I know a lot of people do this, where it's there's like a test where if you pretend to fall on the ground and then seeing how they react to you suddenly being like on the floor, like pretend that you were in a medical emergency or something, and after the initial couple of like nips on my hand, she'll usually just kind of walk away. Unless she's feeling cutesy, in which case she'll snuggle up against me because like she's just like, oh, we're sleeping now. And but other times she'll just like bite my hand and then go, you're fine, and then walk away. So that test is very hit or miss. Cat would just sit on me. Yeah. They know when they see my cat seems to know when I'm faking. Uh, so it's it could be better. So, but it's not. It's yeah. I would like to think that she cares about me and not just the fact that I provide food. But I don't know if that is actually the case or not. And I know that she's weirdly protective of my house because as I mentioned before, the main reason she tends to slam her head into a glass window is because there is assuming it's a neighbor cat. It mostly just comes around in the morning. And that cat just kind of wanders around the house. It does not care. I actually think it wants to. I actually think that this neighbor cat actually kind of wants to be friends because, like, I mean, when it interacts with my cat just like growls and hisses at her. Well, I don't know whether it's a boy cat or a girl cat, but whatever. But it's got neighbor cat may not be spayed. Well, that's the other thing. That's why I'm hesitant to like let them get too close, because I would like to get them closer to like familiarize themselves with the scent, but not so close that like the other cat's coming into my house, because I do not trust where this other cat has been. And I also know that it's best to give a wide berth to cats who are trying to like get near unfamiliar cats. But this neighbor cat, it doesn't care. Like, I've come down to to the window where these cats meet up, and this neighbor cat is literally, it's just chilling. Like, it's just kind of laying back, belly exposed out on my back porch, and my cat is just sitting there hunched and just going fuck off. So I think the neighbor cat does not care. And here is my cat, right on cue. Either she heard that I was talking shit about her, or it's time to have dinner. One of the two. And where's she gone? Oh, I was gonna say I would switch to the other camera, but oh wait, here she is. My camera is angled in such a way that unfortunately I can't get a great view of her, but you can always tell by the tail. Yeah, she was the shelter I got her from weren't entirely sure what breed of cat she was, because initially they were like, she's a domestic short hair, and then I'm like, but look at the tail. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe she's a domestic long hair, and then I went, but she's got short hair on the front, and then we just went, oh okay, well let's compromise. She's a domestic medium hair, and just because her tail is so big and bushy, and when I got her fur was very short and fine, but the rest of her body's kind of grown into it now. And yes, so I would like her to get more comfortable with the neighbor cat. One, because it's probably, I don't think the neighbor cat cares. Might have some Maine Coon, maybe actually. I didn't consider that. But also because I really want her to stop running into windows. It can't be good for her because she's got a little scratch on her head, and just as when it's about to start healing, I hear this thud, and oh look, the scratch is back. I'm just like, you are not helping yourself. If you don't want to be in pain, stop attacking the window. I really wish that she could understand English. Because if I could just get her to understand, the other cat cannot reach you. You cannot reach the other cat. Stop when you feel impact. Don't foil the underside of windows. That's a good idea, actually. I didn't think of that. Foiling I might need to put some foil just around the area in general, because like it's like a vinyl flooring, and once she gains speed, she kind of can't stop. So I think if I just kind of put something around in like a 2-foot radius of the window to kind of give her enough warning to slow down. Citrus smells. That's a good idea. I should write these down because I will probably forget it. But that is the advantage of having this conversation on a stream, because I will have to go back and watch some of this stuff on a VOD, and hopefully I will remember to write it down now. So, future Ryle, write this down. Maybe make a stream marker. I don't know. I keep forgetting to do that too. Cats don't like citrus? Yeah, I would believe that. I don't have a lot of citrus in my house, but when I do, she'll generally have like one sniff and then vamoose into a very different part of the house. So you could be onto something with that one. Good enough. Oh, what am I listening to right now? Oh, I'm listening to Demon Hunters. I was like, I know this song. I don't know why I'm surprised that I know this song. I literally made the playlist. Granted, I don't remember a lot of what's on this playlist because it's like 16 hours long. And I basically just kept adding to it over the years. And then eventually I was like, you know what? That could work as a stream playlist. I don't know if I want to look at how big my just like total music collection is, if this is my like refined collection and it's 16 hours long. But yes, it's a Friday and I am loving it because I have no plans. I have a semi-long weekend and hopefully I won't be bugged by my load how many playlists you have. Yeah, that's fair. I actually, how many do I have on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I've only got 10 playlists plus my main one. That's surprising. I thought I had more playlists than that. Got my own playlist coming up to 4 days. That is impressive. I'm only on like 2/3 of a day. Fear of Lost Count. Yeah, it's so easy to do. It's like one of those ones where it's just like a new playlist for every mood. And it's kind of complicated a little bit with me as well, because I mentioned before, like with my particular flavor of dissociation, I basically need a new playlist for like every possible variation of what my brain is going to do. So I've got some needs to be leaked because anime got struck for copyright. Yeah, that's a bit annoying when that happens. I've got, actually, I don't want to. I was gonna have a look at mine, but then I realized that I'm playing this through iTunes, and iTunes doesn't like me streaming. Because if I try and like stop and go the music too much whilst I'm also streaming, it will freeze, and whether I'm playing music or not, it will get stuck in whatever state it is in during that time. And Apple be sensitive. Apple is absolutely sensitive. Download to a USB as MP3. That is a good idea. I probably should do that. It's been a while since I've done that. but yeah, my Apple Music does not like me streaming. So I can't stop and go it too much, because if I do that and like it freezes when music is playing, then I'm just stuck with music playing, which is a little inconvenient when I'm trying to play a game and stream at the same time, because then I've just got music in the background. And my audio mixing is very basic. So if I have music playing, I don't really have a way to separate that from the other music coming from my computer. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but I am a baby streamer. I've got the basics down pat, but like any kind of fancy audio mixing is still a little squiffy for my skill set currently. I have a very broad and varied set of skills, and most of them very atrophied. So I can do a lot of things kind of okay. Not a lot of things great, but a lot of things I can do kind of okay. That's why when like with my affiliate planning, like I've made a couple of emotes. I've got plans for sub badges. Have I made them? Kind of. Are they any good? Barely, maybe. I don't know. But most of the art connected to my Twitch account is made by me and of varying levels of quality. Ad blockers, I've also blocking at domains helps a lot. Can't be asked that have the budget for it, so do it. Yeah, fair enough. I'm lazy. I mean, I have I totally don't use Opera for its VPN qualities and ad blocking capabilities, because that would be naughty of me to be doing any of that on a platform as efficient as Twitch. It's all good. Don't worry about it, Twitch. So yes, I've got I really should. I've got to refine stuff, but I try not to. I don't want to fuck up my music too much. First opinion report a funny joke. Thank you. I'm here all night, or for at least the next hour or so. I don't know. I haven't got a plan specifically for how long I'm going to be here. Depends on how long my computer wants to last and how long I can go before my brain crashes out, because that is not always a guarantee that my brain will stay coherent for long. Just choose not to give them any more. They already take so much. Yeah, that's fair. Like, yeah. If you don't have to, then, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, yeah. Twitch hates tablets. Yeah, I've found that there's varying. Certain platforms of Twitch do better than others. Like generally speaking, I watch most of my Twitch on my phone because I'm generally either getting out of bed or I'm watching it at lunch at work more often than not. So my phone is my main source of watching Twitch, and it's okay. It lacks a lot of features. But I think I've tried it once on a tablet and it was just like, it was not having fun with that. Always stuck on buffer. Yeah, that does a lot of that, I found. Also on phone, yeah. I mean, especially if you're resting up, I would be surprised if you were watching it on a computer, because I don't feel particularly rested when I'm doing stuff on my computer. Like, I can definitely fall asleep when I'm at my computer. I don't generally feel rested from it, though. That usually just means that I need to either lie down or eat something. And it's usually happens most nights when I get home from work. I'll just sit down and I'll load something up on my computer, whether it's a stream or YouTube or a show of some kind, and then I'll usually have to restart it because after about 5 minutes I'm just like, and it's usually the pain of my neck being like at that weird angle that reminds me to go, oh yeah, don't do that. Maybe actually sit properly if you're going to fall asleep. Used to be better, but Twitch nerfed itself? No, Twitch would never nerf itself. That's crazy talk. They would never intentionally shoot themselves in the foot repeatedly. Just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, it's an interesting platform. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I would try other platforms, but my computer barely handles running on Twitch. I don't think it could handle multi-streaming. It's not the newest of computers, and it can game or it can stream, but it can very rarely stream and game unless it's like a particularly old game or really low settings. I tried recently to play the quarantine game on my computer, and I can play it fine, like off stream. It's not always on the best settings, but I can play it fine on like off stream. I tried to play it on stream. It was lagging so bad, it may as well have been a slideshow. So I'm just like, oh, okay, that might be a little too new for what I need. Oh no, yeah. So hence we get games like Iron Lung, which came out several years ago and is incredibly low quality graphics. I'm sure my computer will handle that just fine. That's also why a lot of my last stream, I don't know why I stuttered on that one. A lot of my last stream was potentially finding backups for when I eventually get around to the Subnautica stream. Gotta hate having to rebudget for stuff. Yeah, I really should start saving up for that. I have so many things I want to buy and so many things I need to buy, and I do not have the budget for both of those things. So I got to pick one. I got to focus on either stuff I need or stuff I want. I can't have both. It's not how things work. But yeah, like one of my follower goals, much further on in the game, for the intentional reason of I'm thalassophobic and really don't like underwater games. But at the same time, I know it will be entertaining content. So I made the follower goal for quite far down the line. And, oh no, that's all good. Like it's I do definitely have the phobia, but it's like, Subnautica is like the one that I originally was planning, but it occurred to me with my last stream that, it's one of those games that I can play it. I don't know necessarily if I can stream it, because again, anything remotely high quality graphics are going to make my computer crap themselves. So many there is so many long phobia names. It's crazy. But because I still would like to have a phobia related stream at some point, I basically spent like half of my last stream coming up with a list of backup games that will probably also freak me out from being based underwater. So, and most of which shouldn't destroy my computer while still allowing me to have a panic or nearly have a panic attack. So, but that is a long way down the line, because that is my follower goal for like 200 or 250, something around that level of followers. I've got a little way to go before I get up to that level. I've got several follower goals between now and then. So I'm also very excited to eventually get to affiliate, because like I feel like it's just a matter of time, realistically. As long as I keep sticking to it, then I'll be set. But I have like so many different like redeems and bit related things and all that fun stuff for like both mine and you guys's enjoyment. That was bad English again. I apologize. And I have so many on my list that I want to be able to do. Maybe try to in the creative mode, so no fear of death. That's probably a good idea, I think. I know Crow was playing it on hardcore mode to kind of, because that works for him. I don't think I could do that. I feel like hardcore mode, I would 100% have a panic attack. I've said this before, but like when I briefly have played Subnautica before, I could feel my anxiety rising in the shallows, and I was like, I don't know about that. Because I think I got close to the Aurora once for one of the quests for that one, and I encountered the Reaper that hangs around the Aurora, and I just went, nope. Done with that one. I'm pretty sure that's roundabout where I was like, no, I'm good. So I had the game at the very least, but I now also have a list of like 8 other games that I could potentially do, and I added most of them to my Steam wishlist so I didn't forget about them. And some of them look very freaky, and some of them actually I'm kind of interested to try some of them out, because like some of them look like they could be quite good for. Let me see if I can. Because one that I'm actually tempted to get for myself, it just as like even maybe as an off-stream game. Hate the Reapers, yeah, that's fair. This Reapers is more. Well, that doesn't help, King. That does not help me. Look for Steam. There's a game that it's like, it looks kind of freaky, and I would like to, as long as games haven't got spiders, I'm game to watch. Yeah, that's fair. I, too, would probably prefer to not have spider ones. Oh, I have to set. Hang on, where's my thing? Because you guys can't see shit right now. There we go. So, I've seen this game. I've added it to my list, and I'm just like, it looks kind of creepy and kind of freaky, especially that screen there, for example. That is freaky. But at the same time, it's still, like, it looked intriguing. So I'm tempted to just get that one to play even just by myself, because I could see myself playing that game as much as it would set off and have as much as it may set off a panic attack. Virgo, I suppose you probably wouldn't like, where's it gone? I suppose you probably wouldn't be a big fan of this game. I know I wouldn't be, because I've seen a few streamers pop up on my TikTok with this one, and it's not great. I get panic attacks looking at screenshots of that game. I wanted to close that because that's giving me anxiety right now. Don't mind that. I was also looking at candy. Don't worry about that. Please close it. Yeah, no, that you are all good. No, I want that open as little as you do right now. But I don't know how I managed to get on that on my particular FYP on TikTok, but I've seen a couple of streamers playing it, and I'm just like, nope. You could not pay me to play that particular game. Subnautica, I could get fish games. They'll give me a panic attack, but I'll still play them. Spider games, I don't think so. They'll give me a panic attack, and I do not want to play them. Covered that so fast. Sorry about that. But yes, that is that's why that is thalassophobia is one fear I will kind of push through. It's not fun. I mean, like, the phobia itself is not fun, especially because it was, from nearly dying as a child. But, yeah, the arachnophobia, not a huge fan. Spiders except RE3, yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to think of if there's been many games that I've played with spiders in it, and I think I blocked most of them from my memory. I'm sure there is, but I feel like I blocked most of them from my memory. Don't force myself. No, that's all good. Like I said, I've given myself options for Subnautica because I still want it to be enjoyable, and if my computer is stuttering trying to play the game and stream, that's why I gave myself options so that like it's enjoyable for everybody else. Because like I still want others to be able to enjoy it, and it's a slideshow is not as exciting. So I've got some other hopefully less intensive options for because it's hard to test the game and how it runs on a stream without actually running it on a stream. And I don't want to run Subnautica right now. But so I figure I'll try and play it on that stream long in the future. And if it fucks up my computer, I'm going to switch to something a little less intensive. RE3 spider's not hard to beat a boy. That's good. I don't want to have to deal with difficult spiders. It's I think I've blocked out most of my spider exposures. Because and it's funny, like I'm so okay with like snakes and that sort of thing, because I grew up around snakes. I've nearly been killed by a snake, but it's cool because the snake was just doing what a snake does, and it was kind of my fault for letting the snake get to a position it was in, because I was a kid and I was unsupervised, and I've nearly died so many times. I really, like, in hindsight, I probably should. I think I've mentioned this to a few people, and I've died more times than the average person. I've nearly died more times than the average person should be nearly dying. Can I believe it's because of spiders? Yeah, that's fair. The huntsmans are like big but generally harmless. They're generally the type where it's like, no, you got to go back outside now. I'm not too fussed about them unless they get into my space. We have an arrangement in this household. If I don't know you're there, you're fine. If I am like in the shower and I'm seeing a spider on the roof, that's against the rules. But there are a few species of spiders that live in Australia and possibly other places, I don't know. And they're just like, no, I don't care where you are. Your existence breaks the rules. That's in my defense, they are also particularly venomous. So, or poisonous, one of the two. I think venomous is if they bite you, poisonous is if you eat them. Don't eat them. That's probably not great either. But yeah, snakes are fine. I love my snakes, and because of that, I feel like I'm fairly calm in a snake environment. Maybe not with like an anaconda or something, because I don't know how I would find myself in an anaconda situation. But at the same time, I also, I generally know that like with a lot of snakes, not all the snakes, but a lot of snakes, it's mostly just a case of you leave them alone and they'll generally just move on eventually. And had a fake black widow find play in my room, scared shit out of young me. Yeah, that'll do it. Damn. I don't think I'd be real cool with that either. If they get into my bedroom or to an extent my bathroom, they die. Those are the rules. Only other spiders are the wolf, huntsman, and Atticus. I know of the Atticus, but I don't actually know what it looks like. I'm not going to look that one up on stream, though, for everyone's sake. Snakes have self-preservation spiders. Generally, not all the time, but generally they do. Because like there are some that are just like, if you are within their vicinity, they will chase you down. But most will just be like, I can see that you're trying to leave. I too want to leave now as well. So generally, yeah, they're a little bit okay by comparison. Wolf spiders, I am not a fan of. I'm more likely to eliminate a wolf spider than I am a huntsman. Like I said, huntsmans are big, but they're generally harmless. But because they are big, they are kind of like scary looking. Whereas wolf spiders, they can be a bit aggressive. So and because I've got the cat now, she's not a great hunter. And I'd prefer her to not get bitten. by a spider that she has chased down and become unable to actually get rid of. Banana spiders for the longest time. Yeah, that's fair. I have other reasons for if you're like bananas, if like that sort of thing. Like I understand why you would want to avoid them. I don't know what it was. I cannot eat like a raw banana. Fun fact, actually. That is the sort of thing that when I get my redeems, I can use that as a fun fact kind of thing. But I cannot eat raw bananas. Cooked bananas, that's fine. Shredded bananas, pushing it. Like banana flavored smoothies, that's fine. Raw banana, I will probably throw up. I don't know what it is. I've been like that ever since I was a kid. I have not been able to eat banana, like a raw banana, without gagging whilst eating it. I don't know what it is about it, because it's I don't know, it's something about the texture or something. I don't know. My brain's just like, nope, back out you go. No bananas for me. But luckily, like I said, it's okay with like the flavor of bananas, just not the actual banana itself. They have bad texture. Oh, good. It's not just me then. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Because I've always felt judged for my lack of interest in bananas. I don't know if it's an autism thing for me or if it's just due to the fact that I have several different fruit allergies or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what from. But there are some fruits that are like I will eat and my throat will just get itchy afterwards. I'll still eat them. That's why like if I have a fruit smoothie, I will have that fruit smoothie. I will down that sucker in like 30 seconds flat because I want to enjoy that smoothie before my throat starts closing up. Allergic to latex by chance? I don't know. I don't generally use like rubber gloves for like washing dishes or anything like that, but they've never been overly comfortable. And certain other latex things, I've always kind of found other material alternatives for those. So it's possible that I may just have unknowingly had a latex allergy and just kind of compensated around that. I should look into that. Because that's got the cogs turning a little bit there now. Am I allergic to latex? This is another thing. Future Ryle, write this down. Find this information out. Because some fruit allergies go along with latex. That actually would explain a lot. I don't think I have a lot of exposure to latex just in general, so it's very possible that I have that. Because, yeah, like this... I've often described it as all of the fun fruits, like, you know, the summer fruits and that sort of thing, they are more likely to set off this reaction. Not the boring fruits, they're generally okay. Gonna put you to low volume as background sounds before back to sleep. That is all good, King. You get some rest. Need you back in top shape again. Not a doctor, only minus super. Hey, you can go a long way with a small amount of knowledge. Can't be more interactive. Like, no, that's all good. I totally get it. Like, don't push yourself too hard, because, like, I have had a lot of experience pushing myself too hard. It does not go too well. I had a mental breakdown because of it, because I was pushing myself too hard for way too long, and my brain broke. Took a long time to recover from that. So, granted, this is a different situation, but don't push yourself. Misplaced your keys. Well, that's no good. You probably need those. I don't know which keys they are, but I imagine you probably need them. So, hopefully you find them. I have so many keys in random places. I don't know where I keep finding. I keep finding keys. House keys. Yeah, I've got like spares, and I feel like I'm probably going to lose them. I think I've got like 4 copies of my house keys just lying around in my house somewhere. One of which I have on me, not right now, but in general I keep on me. One I keep near my front door in case I need to like answer the door and it's locked and I don't have my other keys on me. And the other keys I made because like when I went on my trip last year, I kind of needed to make sure that people could come in and keep my cat alive. So they got one of my spare keys. And they kind of returned them when I got back from my trip, which was because I was kind of like, no, the point is that you can have these keys now so that you can look after my house when I'm not here, just in general. Like, not specifically for this trip. And then said, oh, you have your keys back. And I'm just like, I'm trying to offer a friendly gesture. Take my damn keys. And also means that if I like lose my keys and I'm out of the house, I would have someone I could go to with my spare keys. And they did not get it, and it's so frustrating. Because like, the main people I know in like the area that I live are all connected to my ex, and funnily enough, I don't trust them with my house keys. No, it's spare keys, but it's shitty key. Yeah, that's a risky one as well. Like if there are ones which may not necessarily, if there's like a 50-50 chance that the key is not going to open the door, that's not great. Because I've definitely had that before, and I've been like super paranoid ever since. Hence why I have like 4 spare keys. Because I'm just like, if I don't have one, I need to make sure that at least one of my keys is going to work. Otherwise, I have other ways of getting into my house. I don't love them though. I'm not going to tell them because, well, that kind of creates a massive security risk on the off chance that someone knows where I live and cares enough to actually come to my house. I don't. Odds are quite low at this stage. I am not at a risk of that. I mean, I've had death threats, but not so far doxing. So far, I've generally been good with doxing. But I have had death threats. Not overly thrilled with the police response when I tried to report these death threats, but I've had death threats nonetheless. Gotta love that. And lose 5 minutes with 3 keys if ever lose. See, I wish I had that. Like say, I gave some to my neighbor to look out for my house when I was away, and then he gave them back to me when I came back, despite like me trying to go, no, this is just like a forever thing now. This wasn't like a one-time thing. I would like you to have these keys in case I need them. And unfortunately, I don't have any nans nowadays, and I don't really do a lot with my family, and most of them live like 4 hours in any given direction from where I live, which is not super convenient in case of an emergency. And all of my friends live overseas, which is even less helpful. Because I could leave some keys with you guys if we ever did like a meetup, but I'd have to wait like 5 to 7 business days for them to get posted to my house. In the meantime, I got nothing. So, unfortunately, I do not have a lot of people I feel comfortable sharing my keys with. There is one person that I would have left my keys for when I went overseas. But unfortunately, I lost contact with her. It was a lovely lady that I was dating a few years ago. We were very on and off, but all of our communication was via Facebook Messenger. And then I got banned on Facebook for I don't know. I think they thought I was a bot or something. But then they basically banned and wiped that account, which meant I lost all of my access to that person. I missed that person. We got along quite well. For various reasons. Granted, we were on and off for a reason. But, got on better than I did with my last ex. Like, the one before that. In hindsight, a lot of red flags. This most recent one, just the one. I will take one red flag over, like, a dozen. I don't know about you. I'd prefer to have no red flags, but I feel like everyone has some kind of red flag. I'm sure I've got red flags. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. That's one thing that my self-awareness has not necessarily put forward. Found them? I'm hoping you're referring to the keys and not the red flags. Because I mean, if you have found the red flags, please let me know, possibly in a DM. I don't know if I necessarily want them aired on stream, but if it's your keys, well done. Because that sounds like good news. Know your own red flags. That's good. Like I feel like I've got a good level of self-awareness, but I feel like what my own red flag, I feel like as well, like some red flags are like subjective, because it's like obviously there will be like a lot of red flags for that are kind of universal, but I feel like some of them are just some of them are more just subjective ones as well, just like how you interact with specific people and that sort of thing. But yeah, like it is good to know your own red flags. Hopefully, it's one of those things where if you know what they are, hopefully you can work on them. And it's probably more self-hatred. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on up there. I don't know if that's like a red flag, but it's like, it's complicated. Because like, courtesy of my particular flavor of dissociation, I have a combination of both crippling self-esteem issues and also a god complex. And because of the way my brain works, that somehow is able to live together in the same brain. Love undiagnosed ADHD and other things, yeah, definitely is a great combo. Because it's I don't know if I think I was unofficially diagnosed with ADHD. I don't think I was ever like, I was officially diagnosed with autism. Well, short of getting like a clinical diagnosis, because that shit costs thousands of dollars, and at my age, there is no real benefit to me knowing. But I've got my psychiatrist basically wrote on a piece of paper and said, this person is autistic. So I'm just like, he basically just went, if you're okay with me just having with just having it written down in your file as opposed to it being an official diagnosis, then I will do that. I was like, cool. Yeah, no, I'm okay with just like, as long as I have got an official person who has recognized that as a thing, it doesn't need to be like through like a clinical waitlist. Because yeah, like as you said as well, that waitlist is not great. So thanks so much. I need bed staying undiagnosed. That's fair. Like I'm trying to think what my medications are. Like 80% of my medications are HRT related, and one is like a chronic anxiety medication, which I later I later discovered is also a is also a minor ADHD medication. So I was like, I see what you're doing here, psychiatrist. Think I didn't notice that, but I did. I did notice that you diagnosed me without diagnosing me. And you thought it would fall under the radar. But I noticed it. On the plus side, it does help with my anxiety. So that is, I mean, I still have anxiety, but let me put it this way. Before I was on that particular medication, I could be completely ready to leave the house and go about my day, and it would still take me about 40 to 45 minutes to actually leave the house, because my brain would be doing like loops, like internal loops, like running through every possible scenario of the house. And I also got diagnosed with OCD, so that was fun as well. That combined with chronic anxiety, A+. So it would take me like 45 minutes to actually leave the house after being ready to leave the house already. Now, it only takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. It's still longer than I feel like the average neurotypical brain would work, but it's also like a quarter of the amount of time it would have taken me to leave before the medication. So caffeine and stimulant gives you anxiety. That is annoying. I was gonna say like caffeine kind of puts me to sleep because I've got that funny wiring because of that, but I don't have anything caffeine related on hand. The only thing I have right now is this jug of Gamer Sups, I don't know if this has caffeine. It might do. It's got a bunch of other stuff in there. This works to keep this works as a stimulant of sorts for me, whereas caffeine doesn't. Can only have the caffeine in Pepsi. Yeah, that's fair. I've been trying to get more like back into those kind of soft drinks. I enjoy the flavor, but I found the last few times I've had them, it's made me like really congested, and I have no idea why. Games have to have caffeine. That would make sense. So I'm guessing it's something else in here that's keeping me awake, because it is not. Yeah, like I can have a can of Monster and, well, as I said before, I can have a can of Monster and then like half an hour later I'm crashed out in my chair. But this one, it kind of still kind of works. So use code Raven at checkout for 10% off. Or don't. I don't get any money out of that. But it's but yeah, it seems to work for me. So that is one case of me being glad to have been influenced for something, because that has actually helped me in terms of, on the days that I need to stay awake, it has actually helped me. Got a shill for friends? Exactly. It's kind of funny, actually. I think on one of my streams, I don't remember which one, Crow had popped in briefly. Streamer Crow Alternative and partner of streamer Raven Alternative, for anyone watching who is not familiar with them. I did the same thing, and his response was, "Thank you for shilling for my wife." And I was just like, "You're welcome." Which I don't know, that made me chuckle. But yeah, it's he would, yeah. So I just had to laugh when he said that. That caught me by surprise. But it's one of those ones where it's like I would chill for this, because like it works for me. Same with the makeup. Also, I mean, I'm pretty sure I used code Raven to buy both of these. Although I follow a few different streamers, so I think I actually have a few streamer codes for the gamer subs, but only one for the VE Cosmetics that I'm aware of. But it's yeah, like I would chill for it if it works, and I've tried them and they work. This one specifically is probably the most effective one for me. Some of the others are a little hit or miss for them, because you know it's one of those things where you got to find the right colors, because not every color is going to work for every person. The black, I feel, seems to kind of works with me, because it's like a little bit of a contrast with the blonde. So I've got a few other colors, and I want to buy some more colors, because like I found I want to keep trying different colors and seeing which ones work with it, because I've only over the last several months been finding what works for me in terms of my style, and I think I've kind of started to settle into one that I can pull off on a semi-regular basis. Not every time. I almost fucked up the eyeliner on this one today, and I just managed to kind of recover it a little bit. So don't look too closely at it. Actually, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Now that I look at it again, I'm relatively happy with that. So today was a good makeup day. Eventually I'll get more adventurous with it, but probably not on the stream days. Because if I fuck it up on a stream day, then I basically have to start from scratch. And as it is, I do not give myself enough time getting ready for stream as it is. We'll head out to take dog. Hopefully be back in a bit when you hope. All good. Thank you for joining, Virgo. Hopefully I will see you again when you get back. I have been yapping for the last hour or so, so I should probably start playing a game. Because otherwise my stream title is false advertising. So I will see you when I see you, hopefully. Whether it be later in my stream or in one of the alternatives streams. But I'm going to figure out what I want to do with my OBS, because I've yet to find a setup for OBS that works with my current setup and games. So let's get rid of that so that we can play the game and get it so that we can actually hear the other game. Now that I've turned the music off, you've just got me for a few seconds, and I don't know if you necessarily want to deal with that. Although if you're watching it on VOD, too bad. That's all you get. You only get me. So thank you for watching if you were watching this on a VOD, because I appreciate that. Because it means that you're willing to sit through me just talking without any kind of music or distraction. Although, you can always play your own music. So feel free to do that. I am going to play a game, and that game, if it wants to load, is event. I'm not 100% sure where I want my camera to be, because I got like a bunch of different locations for my camera, and I'm not 100% sure where I want it. So let me just you're not loading the game. Okay, let's just go with that. How's that help? I'd have to give it a minute because it's so you can hear the game now. There it is. Brilliant. Okay, you can't actually see me though. I mean, you can see me, but you might be seeing too much of me. There we go. I'll figure out which one I want to do it under. So, it's the downside as well as like I can never tell if it's a good angle for me to be viewable for everybody else. Actually, I do have ways to check that. So, give me 1 second because I am currently distracting myself with my own face. I'm good at that. I like distracting myself with my own face. I mean, I can barely see my own face. There it is. Cool. Okay, that'll work. So, oh, and of course, you know what also helps when doing this is actually changing it to the right fucking category. I'm gonna pop you over here for now so I can actually change the category. I am alone. Now, you might be thinking, are you only playing this game because you recently watched the movie? Kind of. I played it a while ago. I actually played it several years ago, long before I was actually streaming. And I don't know where I was playing it before, but I have played it, and it was a little annoying that I could not... I was hoping that my game would still be on Steam. Evidently, whatever I played it on before was not on Steam, because Steam has got no information on that one. And so let's get into the game. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons. There was no time training. If successful, you earn your freedom. There we go. I was just like, it says like press any key. Where is my key not working?
In roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
Okay.
I'm seeing some
See,
voltage irregularities.
I'm already kind of freaking out a little bit, and I really shouldn't, because like it is such a low poly game, and I've played it before, so I already know where. Like I already know what all the scares are. Not to say it won't scare me again, because I have thalassophobia, and despite the fact I am in an ocean of blood, it is still technically an ocean.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so respecting and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
And I just realized I was talking almost entirely over that guy. How rude of me. Okay. There is a database. Get rid of that database. Okay, let's go forward. Ah, that is not forward. Get backwards. No, no, keep going forwards. Okay. Oh, that is more sticks. Now. Okay, I'm gonna pop that back for now. That seems like that's probably important. I have to stop clicking that. I don't know what I'm doing with that. What's this? This is not... Oh, I just got an achievement. There you go. This is not an expedition, it is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Well, I'm glad I picked that up. I mean, I already kind of knew that this was a death trap. Well, look at this thing. It looks like it was made by a kindergartner. And I don't mean the game quality. I mean like the actual sub itself. I am judging of the in-game designers of this sub. Am I still moving forward? Yes, okay. Okay, more sticks. Is there an option for like viewing the map? I feel like I was able to view a map before. No, don't quit the game. Ah, come on. I feel like the fact that I've been able to keep going forward without like nearly running into anything at this point. Oh, that seems promising. I've got something on my right hand side. I may have found a wall. What happens if I try to photograph the wall? That is a riveting wall. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the wall. And on we go. I feel like there was a map in here at some point. I don't know if I'm just forgetting what I saw with like this game before. I feel like there was a map. There's more sticks. Ah, forward, not backwards. Is there an option for... I'm just clicking everything. So far the only thing that works is the computer and the fire extinguisher. So, we've established that the fire extinguisher and the computer are not a map. Shocking. That, I'm sure that is. I'm sure that's very surprising information. Okay. Oh, no, I think the computer has realized that I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Where am I? I am at 181 by 202. What? Hang on. I have confused myself. Okay, that is, well, I know where I am. Well, I know where I am. It's like down here, I think. No? The fuck, where am I? X 181. Y 200. Y 200 is like this one. X 181 puts me back here, I guess. Oh wow, okay, I started down there. Cool. So I need to go to 322 by 186. I have already forgotten what I just said. 322 by 186. And I've forgotten it again. Jesus fucking Christ. 322 by 186. Oh, okay. I am at a wall. That is not great. 3. Oh, that thing is beeping more. Maybe let's not run into a wall, shall we? Because I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem fun. 186y x 32. So I need to go lower. Yay, I'm not near a wall. Oh, now I'm near a different wall. Okay, stop. Oh, nope, too far. Too close to the wall. Let's try to not die, shall we? Oh, good, I'm not near a wall. Fantastic. 239 by 200. I am... So, what? I guess I'm around here. So I need to go much more right. So let's keep going, people. Onwards we go into the ocean of blood. And hopefully we won't die. Wink. I say wink because I know how this game plays. Okay, so where do I need to go? 322, 186. 322. Too far. Oh, for fuck's sake. And now we go south. That is too far. Too far. Stop it. $180. Ah, what? No, going the wrong direction. Okay, I want to load 186. What will I see? I do not remember where I find specific things, so hopefully I won't. I mean, it's not like it's not spoiled or anything, but now close enough. Okay, obviously not close enough, because that is very much not the right place. Angle 33 degrees. Okay, let's try that then. That is the wrong direction for 32 degrees. Wow. Mate, I don't know if I should be a cartographer. I feel like I may lead a few people to their deaths. Because I do not know my north from south. What do I see? I see the thing. It's a thing. It's a pillar of some sort. Exciting. Hey, now I can go up. Ah, stop it. Stop it. So I need to go to a Y of 250. Approximately. Give or take. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Come on. As long as I don't run into a wall. We're all good. Ah. Don't. Why did you just save? Why did you just save? Okay, so we are at about 250, give or take. So that is kind of fine. So now we need X378. Ah, stop. Stop. This submarine handles like a, well, like a submarine, I guess. I don't know submarines. Do they handle well? What's my thing? 378. Got a little bit to go on that one. Stop. Too far. Don't want to die. So 378 by 263. 378 by 263. So I need to go up. I don't know why I said that with such confusion. That's probably not great. I could definitely see them using this sub-ship as a punishment for me, because I would die and get lost almost immediately. No, my X dimension is good. I just need to go up, I think. Again, I don't know my directions. So, Jesus Christ, again, what? 263. We're moving forward. Oh, too far. Stop it. No, too far again. Jesus. I'm too keen. 263 and 378. That's pretty close. An angle of 50. That is not where I am. Too far. Stop. Go back. Oh my god. Okay. I should not have control of these buttons. I would give so many people motion sickness if this was a real submarine. Jesus, come on. There we go. Now, what do I see? More things. Woo! Exciting. Cool. Okay, so where to next? What exciting bones will I find next time? I do know that there's like a achievement for jumping straight to like the end one. I don't remember which one of these is the end one. I know there's an achievement for that, but you know, it kind of takes the fun out of the game. I need to go 406 by 259, so I just need to go northwest. Let's say northwest. We'll say that I know where I'm going. Don't worry about it. And so we want 259, 406. Ideally without dying, please. 259 by 406. I'm just going full speed right now, so I'm really hoping I don't run into a wall, or I don't stop paying attention just long enough to like that, for example. If I just kind of yapped through that, I probably would run into the wall, and then we die. Okay, do I need to move more this way so I do not die, ideally? Come on, what are you doing? Okay, so. That is my cat. I don't know why I don't know why I feel like I need moral support right now. Because I can feel like my anxiety, like, it's not a crazy game, but my anxiety is already getting kind of up there. Okay, so now where am I heading? I really do wish you could have like a "you are here" kind of thing. That would be super helpful. 259, 406. 259, 406.
Oxygen notification.
Okay, it didn't like that apparently. $259. Ah, Stop it. 259. Oh, there's a wall. Maybe don't run into that, please. 259, 406. 259, 406. Why I've turned this into a song, I don't know. 259. I'm hearing creepy noises. I'm not loving the creepy noises. 259, 406. Okay, well, I'm on the right direction X-wise. So, if I can just go this direction and not run into a fucking wall, that would be great. I don't love that it just saved the progress again. I don't know if this is like set on a timer or if it's just like, oh yeah, something's gonna happen. And we want to make sure that you don't fuck it up. 259, so we're gonna go a little bit that way. 259. Come on, come on. I have not done that right. 259, 406. So I need to go. Wait, what direction do I have to go? So I'm on the right spot on the X level. I need to go lower? 406? I'm gonna say I need to go lower. Don't judge me. Cartography is not my strong suit. Okay, 406. That'll do. What angle do I need? I need angle 296. What will we see here? I went in the wrong direction for that. Fucking brilliant. $296. I'm pretty sure that's the number I just said, and I did not just pull a number out of my ass. Oh, it's like little wormy things. Riveting. Thank you, little wormy things. I don't know if I want to go check out that, because I don't know if that's like a wall, or because if it is a wall, then I have to go back. I don't really want to have to go back if I don't have to. I wish my hair would do what it's been told. Better. Blah. Cool. Alright. Don't mind me. I'm just fucking around with my setup. Okay, now I need to go back to wherever this was. No, I need to go to my hair is annoying me right now. And you would think it would be the perfect opportunity to use the hairband that I've been playing with and have had on my hand for most of this stream. You are wrong. That is not what this is. An emotional support hairband. It's also so that my cat doesn't eat it. She keeps stealing my fucking hairbands. I have to keep buying more hairbands because somehow she keeps finding them. I don't know where she's finding them. I can never find them. Apparently she's got like a stash of them now. I don't know where from. It's really annoying. So, hold up. Let me just... Hair's doing things I don't want it to do. So, you get to enjoy me fixing my hair for a minute. But luckily, it's on the small screen. I mean, I can do it on the Zoom screen. Fuck, what the hell was that? I could do it on the big Zoom screen if you really wanted to. But that would be weird. Okay, it's fine for now. Wow, my hair looks amazing in that angle. Anyway, that's enough narcissism for now. So I need to go to... Okay, let's say I need to go to 300 by 300. Let's say that. 300 by 300. 300 by 300. Okay, so we're at approximately 300. We're probably going to get wall announcements any second now. There it is. So maybe let's not run into the wall. Where am I? By 380? So I am at 300 across, which is here. Oh, I am still way too high. Y is 381. So I need to go basically straight down. Okay, let's try that for a bit. Okay, it doesn't seem to like that. Nope, wrong direction. Okay, so what's my Y need to be at about? Let's say like 320. Give or take. Okay, there is the bottom wall. Now we want to go straight right, so I get to 375 across, ideally. What am I on? 293. That's pretty close. So I want to get to 375. It's, oh, okay, I'm hitting both the walls. Wrong direction. Nope, no, 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 no. We're gonna go this way now. Ideally, not into a wall. Ah, fuck off. But at least I'm not running into... Oh, okay. Where am I? 316 by 323. 316 by 320. Oh. Okay, yeah, I might need to go down a little bit. By 323. Okay, I'm not gonna run into the wall anymore. Ideally, which is always a fun bonus. Okay. X329. X329, we're about here. By 312 is about here, so I need to get that up to about 325Y. 325Y, I think. Oh, that is... Hang on a minute. Am I in the right spot? Oh, I need to go around. So I'm pretty sure, again, don't quote me on this, I suck as a navigator. Don't hire me as your navigator if you would like to live. So 340 is about there-ish. Y 300. Why am I still getting notifications? Why am I still getting the "you're too close" alarm? Okay, so 340 by 300. 340, can see that there. 300, can see that there. So I need to go northeast to get to 375 by 325. Now, if my navigating is not entirely dog shit, we may just make it. So we want 375 by 325. I'm pretty sure those were the numbers I just gave. So if we're lucky, 375, 323, close enough. So now I just need to go straight right. Maybe check up on this little corner dealy thing. So let us, yeah, go straight right to like 575. Straight right till 575. Unless I run into a wall, which is very much a possibility, then, you know, hopefully it won't. So, oh, okay, like so. Maybe let's not run into that wall then. So, hopefully, everyone who is currently watching at the moment is not in need of a navigator. Jesus Christ, that gave me a heart attack. Don't do that. Okay, now we are out in the open ocean. Stop saving in inconvenient times. So I need to get to about 575. $5.75. Oh my god. I also don't have the patience to be a navigator. Because if it takes me more than like... Well, I don't really know a good time frame, but if it takes me too long... Oh shit, okay, there is a wall. There is a wall. Where am I? I don't know what that was. What happened? 575 by 380? What? Oh, I've been going... No, 318. That's... Why did I just get a location alarm in the middle of what should have been open ocean? I don't like that. Okay. Why did it do that? I am in open ocean right now. Why are you giving me location alarms? Or proximity alarms, I should say. Fuck that. Okay, I'm just seeing fuzzy ocean. I don't like that. Okay, I'm just seeing fuzzy ocean. 542 by 318. 542 is about here by 318. That is right here. Why am I getting Why am I getting proximity alarms right here? There should be nothing there. I don't like that. I just had to resist the urge to just kind of nope out just then. Just FYI. I probably could have I probably could have set up some kind of heart rate monitor for this one. It's not even like a scary game, but my brain does not like ocean things. Okay. So, let's see where I am. So, 540 by 320. 540 is about there, 320 is about there. So I need to go like... I kind of want to go up to here because I want to see what's up in this part of the ocean. Oh wait, no, I have to go up there for that. Other of these ones. 560 by 277. 560... 560 by 277. I did not care for that. 560 by 277. Nope, wrong direction. 560, I need to go basically straight down. 560 by 277. I still don't love that there was a location alarm in the middle of what should have been open ocean. Oh, I went too far. 277. Back you get. 560 is the wrong direction for 560. Okay, back a little, close enough. So we want Angle 43 degrees. Okay, 43. Am I close enough to be able to get a picture of it? Okay, more bones, or temples, or whatever the hell this is. Don't like this. Hey, what's this? What the fuck is this? Uh-huh. I'm hoping that's just the angles, because now it's gone. I'm gonna head a little bit further. Just scooch forward. I don't like that it's gone now. You're back with a muddy pup. Welcome to both you and the muddy pup. Too cold for have a bath, so she gets wet. Okay, well, enjoy your muddy pup in that case. But I can definitely, yeah, it's. I imagine it would probably be a bit too chilly for a bath at the moment. I mean, for a puppy bath, anyway. A people bath, I could actually go for one of those right now. I have not had a bath in so long. I've always just had showers. Now I want a bath. Which is ironic, given that I'm playing a game about being stuck in an ocean of blood. So... Call a pup when she's 14? Yeah, but even all dogs are pups. Even 14-year-old ones. They're all pups. Because they could be 20. They're still a pup. At least in heart, anyway. The princess? Fair. Well, that's the thing. Like, as long as you're treating them like the princess that they are, that's the main thing. So, just to catch you up, there was a large face in the background of this photo a minute ago, and now there isn't. And I don't like that. I also had a random... a random proximity alarm in the middle of right there. Did not care for that either. She's unhappy with her vet-issued diet, though. Yeah, I feel like mine probably needs to go on a diet at some point. I would not be surprised. She's got a bit of a pooch to her now. But, you know, I'm a sucker for a treat. So, yeah, I've definitely had a few moments where I'm just like, do I want to continue playing this one now? Because it's like, I'm already very unsettled now. That's not great. So, so now I need to go 613 to 197? 97. So far I'm seeing a bunch of bones and what appears to be temples and such. And I repeatedly forget what the coordinates that I need to go to are, which does not help me. 613, 197. So I'm just gonna head down this direction and hope for the best. 613, 197. I will keep repeating that and like ad nauseum until I forget what those words even mean. 613 by 1. Did I say 613? I did say 613. See? Point on. 613 by 197. Keep also hearing random noises. I do not care for that. 613. I also keep getting those saving notifications at just random intervals, and it's very disconcerting. 613 by 197. So I need to go straight down. So that is kind of the plus side of a game like this, is that because they don't have crazy graphics to rely on, they do have to rely on atmosphere a lot, and boy howdy, do they kind of work on that. That is the wrong direction. Because despite the fact that there is about 12 pixels in this submarine, I am extremely uncomfortable. I can probably cast it. Oh, look, there's a pixel. And, oh, there's another pixel. Oh, there's some words there. That counts as a few pixels. 613. There we go. Now I need to be angled at 55 degrees. Atmosphere does a lot. It absolutely does. Okay, that's probably close enough for my liking. Oh. Oh, we got bones. We got like actual bones now, and not just like a temple. And I just got a notification. Yay me. Not a notification, achievement. Go me. So now I need to go over here somewhere. At least they don't look human. I don't know if that's better or worse. I mean, I'd be very concerned if I was seeing human skeletons here, because I'm pretty sure this is like a very different part of the universe. I don't know how much of humanity has made it out to this particular, I think it's a moon. So I need to go like 40 something degrees, so it's like 750 by 250. Alright, that'll work. 750 by 250. Because I have a feeling that's what, don't know lore of this game. Yeah, so with this game, there's something happened that's called like this quiet rapture or something like that, and all of a sudden, a whole bunch of people and stars and planets and stuff just disappeared. And now they're trying to find ways to get society, alive, keep them alive. And apparently there's something at the bottom of this ocean of blood on this random moon to hopefully help humanity. But you are also doing this one, well, I say you, I mean, the character that I am playing is a convict, I think, and this is kind of like a penance. So allegedly, if you find what they need and get back, then they'll pardon your sentence. But this is basically there is no like good situation for the main character in this one, because you'll either find what they're after and then they'll just kind of leave you there, or you won't find what you're after and you'll die at the bottom of the ocean of blood. Cool game for this sort of being interesting. Yeah, that can definitely help. Okay, where am I? 726 by 2. 726 by 257. Okay, so I need to turn right more, I guess. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember if they explain it in this game or not. I'm not 100% sure on what they're actually hoping to find on this random moon, but they're hoping to find something. So they've sent you down in this death sub. I do not like that. So I need to be 760 across by 2. 750 by 760 by 260. Okay, I am very close. $760. Nope, I need to go lower, I think. Did the stars just die or just disappear? See, I think that is part of the question. I think in the actual game, I think in the lore itself, it's actually like, I think they just disappeared. I think that's why everyone's just like, what the fuck just happened? because everything just kind of went away. Okay, 743 by 270, 743 by 270. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure again if that's better or worse if the stars died or just disappeared. Yeah, game science. I'm not sure if it's meant to be like if there's meant to be like a religious allegory or something to it as well, because they use the term rapture, which I guess is tied to religion and so on. But it's, yeah, I think they're trying to explain it with science, but at the same time also kind of going, I don't know why it's like that, but it is. 760 by 260, I think. 740 by 270, 740 by 270. So I think if I can just go straight right. I don't know why I picked this route. I'm gonna have a heart attack just from the proximity warnings. IRL science, something brain now won't stop thinking on the physics of that. Yeah, it's probably one of those ones where it's like probably best to not think too much on that one, because there's probably a lot of discrepancies, I guess, between IRL science for this one. Because I think they do briefly cover it in the movie that just came out as well. I think they kind of explain, or they try to explain it in game that, in the movie, someone tries to explain it to the main character as a child as just like, don't worry about it, these stars went out millions of years ago, but at the same time, all of the stars went out, so no one could really explain why all of the stars went out, but just that they went out a long time ago. Okay, so 760 by 270. That is pretty close to where I need to be, so I need to go... Oh, I don't like this route. Why did I pick this route? I'm only like halfway through the game. I've still got to get all of this crap. I still don't love that they got this proximity warning right there for nothing. Oh, I just realized you can't see my mouse. So somewhere, oh, you also, pointing my hand also does nothing, because you can't see that either. So if you look on the right hand side of the screen, or somewhere in the middle, there are two arrows, one lower, one higher. So I got a proximity warning somewhere in that big gap above the right hand middle arrow. That's not great. Stars don't disappear, they die, and depending on how big they become supernovas and black holes. Yes, but see, that's real world science, and logic does not mean a lot in this game. As far as I can tell, anyway, it's not always the most logical of games. But there's also like giant sea monsters in the bottom of this ocean. So I need to get to 790, I think. 27, so I can just go straight across 790, maybe go up a little bit. Now this game would probably give you a headache. It's possible. Okay, I'm definitely in that little alley then. But it's one of the, to be fair though, a lot of the lore of this one is basically like a dump at the introduction screen, and then you've got like this computer, which is for something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the purpose of this particular computer. I think because you find like an old submarine somewhere in there. and you gotta like research it. So the actual lore drops are kind of few and far between. So it's kind of more just exploring and trying not to die. $7.90 by $2.70. 7. Need to look while you're tidying. Fair enough. Good luck with your tidying. I don't want to hold you back from that, because if you're anything like me, if you don't start when you like plan to, it's never gonna start. It is a curse of mine. Potentially also one of the aforementioned red flags. If I don't start when I mean to, it may never happen. Hey, tidying, yeah. I just kind of have to, if I just get even the briefest inkling to want to start tidying, then I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this now whilst the motivation is there, or it's just not happening. A little messy? Well, there's nothing wrong with being a little messy. As long as you know where everything is. That's the main thing, because like it's what I call organized chaos. So I mean, I try to keep it relatively neat, but as long as you know where everything is and it doesn't look like you live in a hoarder's den, then you've got nothing to worry about. So you do your tidying whilst the motivation is there. Someone else told me to do was stop being able to. Oh, absolutely. That is one of the silver linings of being single, I suppose, is that there's no one to make me do anything, and by having no one to make me do anything, I've got no one to activate that demand avoidance at the same time. So it's a double-edged sword, because occasionally, you know, I do need a reminder. But it's just a very fine line between reminding and activating that avoidance. Lord help me if it crosses into avoidance, because then I'm screwed, because I still need to do it, but now I have no motivation to do it. So I need 790 across. Live with parents. Yeah, they'll probably do it. Parents are good for that, I suppose. They will definitely keep that reminder going. Activate it all the time, I could imagine. Because that's definitely one of those things where it's like I did not miss that. Okay, excuse me. I did more game subs because I just had a massive yawn. Goddamn. Now I need to finish my makeup. Fix my makeup in a minute, because that is probably not doing so hot now, but it's still there. We'll see how long I play this one for tonight. My energy levels generally can only keep me going for 2 to 3 hours on stream, so we'll see how long I go with this one. At the very least, I want to get to that goal, and maybe that one. We'll see. Also depends on how much my anxiety spikes, because that's kind of annoying. So I need to be 790. I think that's 790 by 260. Hang on, no, that's where I am. What? 790 by 270. Okay, so I need to go up a little bit more. Maybe let's go up a lot more. Now what? I need 864. Let's go to 864. Oh, my cat's here. Whether she comes on screen, I don't know. Okay, why is there still a proximity warning? I should be way apart from the wall right now. Hey, here she is. Oh, she's gone. That was short-lived. Hello, cat. What are you doing? Come back here, idiot. Hello, idiot. So, idiot, you need to say hello to the audience. Idiot, hello. Look at you. Look at you with your little face. Oh, let's turn you around. Let's get you on screen for a minute. Oh, hello. I don't think she loved that. I think she enjoyed being around, but at the same time, I don't think she liked that camera. But that is why sorry, I just need to get this back into that one. So that is why once I get redeems activated, there will be a redeem for treats. Because I know that will get her into my room a lot more easily if she knows that I have treats up here. So something in my house is making a lot of noise, and given that the cat is here, I'm kind of concerned. Did you do something? Were you making noise? What's going on with that? Something in my house is making noise, and I don't know what it is, because usually when there's random noises in my house, I just blame her. She's still here, by the way. She's just off camera. Can you see her in the other camera yet? Well, it kind of. you can see a snippet of her. She's just. I think she's hungry as well, because it is kind of a. Oh wow! I just realized it's like 10:30. It's like 2 hours past her dinner. Whoops. So, I think she's a little annoyed that I'm holding her back from her dinner. But at the same time, if I stop playing to feed you, I might not come back because my attention span is not amazing. So, if we're lucky, she'll just sit on my lap for a while. I'm hoping. Mood? Yeah. That's it. Because she gets very aggressively affectionate when it comes time for dinner. Usually she takes it out on my chair by like using my chair as a scratching post. See, I need to work out a better angle for this camera, because you can't see a lot of her from this angle. She's good at finding the blind spots. Oh, wrong one. That one. There we go. She's good at finding the blind spots, and while I love her, I would also like to have her on camera more. So I need to figure out a better camera angle, because technically the one that's up there, which is the one that, the secondary camera as I call it, it is not always... Because I got that secondary camera long ago, so I could do like... I did it for like Lego streams, because there's something up... There's some Lego stuff up there that I did on a stream a couple of years ago during one of my earlier attempts at... Oh, hello. See, yes, that's what I mean by she gets aggressively affectionate. So she's just like, pay attention to me. Give me food. Darling, it'll be a little bit longer. So I think that is kind of cute aggression, exactly. She's very good at that. She's also good at regular aggression because she does not like, I'm guessing the smell of my feet after I have a shower, after I've, washed off the day. Because more often than not, if I am barefoot after a shower, she will attack my ankles. She does not like whatever is going on with my feet after a shower. So... Hello, darling. As you can see, she wants her she loves her attention, especially when she thinks it'll get her food. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm only a little over 2 hours, but I have yet to get to the have to get to this point on the bottom right-hand corner before I can give her her dinner. So we'll see how I go. This may potentially be a short stream, but, well, short-ish. I generally don't have a lot of battery, internal battery for, long streams yet. I think I'm kind of... Because I work full-time as well, so I don't have a lot of energy left over most days. Okay, I did. She's just let off a lot of just let off a lot of fur just everywhere. Thank you for that. She's just like, yep, you get what do you get. A zombie after work, yeah. Like most days, like I was saying before, I'll sit down on my desk at my computer, and I might load something to watch, but then I'll have to restart it because I will crash out about 5 minutes in. Not helped by the fact that I basically, as I said before, I've got the autism, and I basically have to mask, you know, as a normal social person for the entirety of my day, and that is extremely draining. That's why I do it on this, because like Friday nights, at least some Friday nights, I'm not working the next day. It's like 50-50. ADHD work, yeah. Masking does a lot of work with me. Luckily, not as much as it used to, courtesy of aforementioned stress-induced mental breakdown last year. Kind of reduced my interest/ability to mask after that, because my brain was just like, masking is what got you to where you are now. Do you want to continue like that? Maybe don't. Work retail and tills have to have a lot of focus. Yeah, I do a lot of customer service stuff, so yeah, I always found that really funny because I have training in like IT and arts and graphic design and all of that sort of stuff, and yet like 80 to 90% of my working life has been some form of customer service. And again, with the autism and the fact that I very rarely know how to socially interact with other people, it's a great combination. I think I tried to do it as some kind of exposure therapy, except it never got better. So fuck exposure therapy for that particular situation, because that just made it a whole lot worse. Although on the plus side, it did uncover several other diagnoses. Because if I didn't have that mental breakdown, I would not have started getting diagnosed for the dissociative condition. Because that's always been there, because like that kind of has to be there, because it's like a childhood traumagenic disorder. And it just kind of lay dormant underneath the many, many layers of masking. Until eventually my brain just went, nope, fuck your masks. Going to an all-girls school taught me to act. Yeah, I could definitely see that being an environment where acting is probably best for safety. So no, I didn't go to an all-girls school, funnily enough, but I could definitely see why that would come in handy for that. One of my parents went to an all-girls school, and she has not told me any positive stories about that particular school, so I kind of, I may be a little bit biased in that regard, because like my only exposure to all-girls school was a parent who hated it. So that doesn't help. I think that's probably also part of the reason why my sibling and I did not end up going to a boarding school. Because my mum was probably just like, no, I've seen what that's like. I'm not doing that. One thing I am grateful for. Wasn't the worst, but wasn't the best. Would have hated mixed school more. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they both have their pros and cons. I didn't get, like, I was at a mixed school. I didn't get along with anybody. I was like, I was ignored by boys and girls alike. So, what was it? What cool? Oh yeah, fair enough. That was just the first thing that came to mind. But it's yeah, that was with a lot of my schooling. I wasn't necessarily like bullied, but I was ignored by like most people. I suppose that's kind of better. But on the one of the few occasions where I did get bullied, there was 3 people that did bully me in high school, and pretty much everybody hated those three people, so I didn't feel as bad that they singled me out because nobody liked them. One was a prick who got his comeuppance at one of the many high school parties I was not invited to, where apparently some of the other people who he thought he was in the cool group, he was sorely mistaken. He thought he was in the cool group. The cool group disagreed and hogtied him and took photos and spread them around the school, which, yes, would ordinarily be considered a form of bullying, but given the amount of bullying that guy did, very few people felt sorry for him. The other one, he was just a prick as well, and nobody liked him. I don't think anything bad specifically happened to him other than just probably his life. And the third one, he bullied me. He was also a bit of a prick. I punched him in the nuts, and I had witnesses, and I did not get in trouble. I'm pretty sure one of those witnesses was a teacher. That's how much this person was not liked. He was bullying me. I had had enough. I was not a particularly I did not generally resolve things with conflict. I had had enough. I'd reached my limit. I punched him in the nuts because he was about 3 foot taller than me. I was about 4 foot tall for the entirety of my high school life. And I punched him in the nuts. I won that little confrontation, and I didn't get in trouble with it. So that was that worked out well in my favor. I was actually pretty proud of that. Boarding school in England is very posh. The same happened with me. How does that? It's not great that is such a common occurrence. Chill with me. Mostly the only person was bitch was the one the year hated. Tried to get everyone in trouble. Yeah. Funny how karma is like a bit of a bitch like that. They're trying to cause trouble, and then eventually that comes to bite them in the ass. And yeah, that happened to at least 2 of the 3 people who bullied me. Everyone else just ignored me. I think that was why I didn't get in trouble, because everyone was just like, hey, look at him go. And I think it was so out of character for me that was everyone was just like, damn, that was pretty cool. And then just went about their day. I'm quite proud of that fight. I don't generally say that, resolving things with violence is necessarily a good thing, but sometimes you just gotta hit a guy in the nuts. That sounded a lot more profound in my head. So I need 864 to by 258. 864 by 258. Proud of your 2 isolations, as you should be. By 258. That's not the direction I want you to go. But that was one of the things about my schooling, is that I was kind of a teacher's pet. I don't necessarily think I was like a teacher's pet specifically. Oh, I've gone too close to the wall. 864 by 256. I was kind of a teacher's pet, but not exactly. Like, I was enough that the teachers didn't generally single me out for things, but at the same time, I got away with a lot more crap because the teachers generally knew I was pretty reliable and that I wouldn't just do shit because I could. So it has its advantages. Because that bitch for talking about my sister. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely valid. Spreading rumors. Yeah, see, like, those are both very valid reasons. Like, talking about the sister and spreading rumors about the friend. I didn't really have necessarily any friends that I'd had like rumors spread about, but yeah, I definitely was like, I would definitely do the same for my brother. He did a lot of stupid things, but he was still my brother. And I have a story, but I don't have it like fully compiled in my head. So if I think of it, it is relating to my brother in high school and how he was a little bit of a manhole. That was kind of, yeah, that was, I could not keep track of the amount of relationships my brother had in high school. They were also a little bit creepy. One of them was borderline, because like it's one of those things where like age gaps are less problematic the older you get, but when you're in high school, basically anything more than like a year up or down is considered kind of weird. And I was 2 years younger than my brother. At one point, he was dating someone the year below me, and I'm just like, that's a little weird. Even back then, I was like, that's a bit more of a gap. That's a bit more of a gap than you probably should have. I don't want to ask how you guys started a relationship. But like, his latest relationship had the same age gap, but like, when he was like 30 and she was 27, it's less, it's a lot less weird at that age. Different, very different person. Like, yeah, like I said, he went through a lot of relationships in high school. Don't get along with my sister, but I will defend her to outside family. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's like you said, like, only we have the right to shit talk our family. More than a year and you get cold things. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't, to be honest. Or maybe I just wasn't in the. Maybe I was just in different friend groups. I don't know. I didn't. He was a couple of years older than me. I didn't really involve myself in his business. But yeah, that particular relationship, I was like, that's a little weird. 209. Ah, come on. Close enough. Now, where am I and what am I taking photos of? Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm looking at. 864, 256. Okay, apparently I took a photo of it though. If grades don't touch them, you do. I've not actually heard that, but I like that. I like that phrase. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I don't know what I'm taking a photo of right now. What is this? Can I get closer? I don't know what this is. What is this? Can I get closer? Without, like, crashing into the wall? Okay. Okay, I feel like I'm moving closer, but the picture isn't, so I'm guessing that's like just a programmed thing. Okay, yeah, this picture is not changing, regardless of how close I may or may not be getting to the thing. So, given that I am like, where's the map? That's the wrong button. So I'm about halfway through, but my cat is getting very aggressively affectionate and is very desiring of food. So about 2.5 hours. So it's like it's a little bit shorter than my average, but not by too much. So I might call it a night/morning, depending on feed the baby. Yeah. Yes, she will be very happy now and will hopefully return to being regular affectionate, not aggressively affectionate. So I might finish up. I'm feeling a little lazy to raid at the moment. Excuse me. I just had a little bit of burp there, so I just realized that my it's getting a little bit scuffed. It's less noticeable, and the bottom screen more noticeable in the top screen. So, thank you for joining me. Especially you, Virgo. I know you've been kind of popping in and out, but thank you for coming in, as well as anyone else who may be watching at the moment. I hope you're all doing well and having a good evening/day. Happy Friday the 13th. Hopefully nothing too spooky happens to you over the course of today. And since my next stream will be after Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day for those who celebrate it, and happy 14th of February for those who don't celebrate it. And as has been mentioned on a different stream, if you don't celebrate it, make sure to take advantage of those post-holiday chocolate deals. Not working today, thankfully. Lucky. Yeah, I'm glad that I have I'm not working tomorrow, so that's good. I'll probably be on my computer for most of the night anyway, because I generally tend to operate, if I'm not working, I tend to operate on a more nocturnal schedule. Customers long weekends suck. Yeah. They're not great at the best of times, but long weekends especially, yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad that I'm not working this way. It's not a long weekend for us specifically, but there is like events happening in the city near where I live. So there's a lot more people in the area, and people suck a little bit. So, good luck with this weekend if you do have to work at some point. If not, have a good weekend of hopefully relaxing. And on the off chance King is still listening, King, if you're not resting, get some rest, get some sleep, feel better. And for anyone else who may be watching, thank you for joining in. My next stream will be Monday morning for me, Sunday night for a lot of other people. So I don't know if King's still here, but just on the safe side, because he has a tendency to lurk sometimes. And so if he is, he needs to get some rest because he's feeling a bit under the weather. So yes, I am going to wrap it up and then feed my cat. And I'm kind of hungry myself. I already ate dinner, but I could go for some more. So I'll probably have a second dinner or dessert, one of the two. But have a good evening, day / Friday 13th / Valentine's weekend, whatever you may be up to. And I shall see you next time, or potentially in some other streams. Have a great day. See you next time. Keep it real. I will be back.